Welcome back, viewers. I know it's been a while since I've done any board production. I've been making a few boards, but I haven't done a real lot of video on. So I thought I'd better drop a little video on this. This is the latest board I've just made. I call it the 35 degrees because of the angle. All the timber's been cut at 35 degrees. Come up all right. Basically, what it is it was a Simon Anderson tri-fin. A friend of mine owned it and snapped it in half, so I recycled it, I suppose. Yeah. All the timber, because the timber's cut on an angle, that's mainly because there's all the scraps that I had laying around in the shed from other boards I've made. There's lots of different colour in there. It's mainly Paulownia. Some of these bits are Western red cedar, and the darker reds, that's Australian cedar. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with it. It was originally 6'3". I think it's now 6'4". I rate the dims on it here. Yes, 6'4" by 19 5/8 by 2 9/16 thick. So what I'm going to do, I'll just go through some of the build photos. I only took photos. I think I might have grabbed a couple of videos. I didn't really do a lot of video. I pulled the fin boxes out and the plug, stripped it all back, cut the rails off. I think I cut off about 10 mil from memory. You probably don't really need to cut 10 mil. You could probably go a little less than that. It all depends on how much roll the deck's got. It's a real weird thing doing these wood wraps. You never really know how they're going to turn out. It's a bit of a trial and error, and I've made a few now, and I could honestly say I still haven't perfected it by any means. Come up quite good, I reckon, the deck. Pretty funky. And then the bottom, obviously, the 35. Put the gearbox fin boxes in with the cedar cover. They come up real nice, I reckon, and there's a couple of fins that I foiled, put a bit of a paint job on them. One of the other things about this board is that it's got no glass. I didn't glass it, so it's got a wax and oil finish. Actually takes quite a long time to do the finish on these boards. I've probably done about, 8 coats or something. You've got to sort of do it in stages. Got to put it on real thin, put some tung oil on it real thin. Takes a day to dry. It's got 4 coats each side. So there's 8 days. Then I rub wax into it, scrape it all back, and then I make a lighter mix, a real thin, like a polish, and then just keep putting it on. I mean, you can keep putting it on forever. It's sort of one of those things, the more you put on, the shinier it'll be. I really do like the finish it gives. It's not shiny, but it's just super deep. You can see right down inside the grain. I've done I've glassed them like this one over here. It's glass. I've just got to polish it. Hasn't been polished. And I just painted fiberglass on that, and that come up all right. That was the other one that I did, the floaty. I did a 12 or 13 part episodes on building it. I'd finished that a while ago, but I wasn't happy with the finish, and I sanded it all back and wet and dried it, and it come up heaps better. I've just got to polish it. I've got another one over here, this thing down the back corner. Found that on the side of the road, or a mate of mine found it on the side of the road. It's absolutely trashed. It's like got half the glass. It's got no glass on the bottom. I'll bring it up close. It's got no glass on it at all. It's just absolutely bashed. And it's got a little bit of glass left on the deck. It's all brown, horrible. But in saying that, it'll work good as a wrap, as a wood wrap, because I'll take all the fiberglass off it and then wrap it up in timber, and it'll look like this. I can do this kind of finish on it. I mean, it doesn't matter what's going on inside as long as the core's there. It'll be a little bit, puffed out a bit wider, a bit longer, a bit thicker. It's a Warren Cornish actually, this thing, shaped by Brian Ingham. So anybody out there who knows him, I'd be guessing to say how old that board is, what era it was made. But it's sort of fun looking shape. So anyway, I'll wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed seeing shots on this. Quite happy with the finished result, especially basically you could say this is a recycled board. There's no, it would have went in the tip. Sure, the fiberglass went into the garbage, so there is a bit of wastage there. But it's been wrapped up in timber, and I just oil finished it, so I haven't glassed it. So I don't know. I don't like to throw around the word a green surfboard, but it's certainly recycled. That's for sure. And like this one over here, much better to sort of do something with it than throw it in the tip. So while I've got here, I just want to thank all my subscribers. Always good to get more subscribers. I could do with a whole bunch more. Anyway, all good. We'll catch you later.